Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to rise and just kind of continue my discussion about the fire division. I'm not going to focus totally on Antoine Cruz as I've done previously, because the director has made a decision not to offer this young man an opportunity to be a member of the City of Cleveland Fire Department Division, notwithstanding the fact that he was the Martin Luther King valedictorian in his first year, notwithstanding the fact that he is a 6-year veteran in East Cleveland's fire department. He had a disorderly conduct on his record. He just got that expunged, and yet Director McGrath and Chief Kelly decided that he was not sufficient. He had not been the person to be selected. Not one Martin Luther King graduate of that program ever been hired by the City of Cleveland. Not one. Remember all the fanfare, I believe Fannie was part of that, the fanfare of Martin Luther King. We're going to prepare these black youth for fire department. Not one has been hired over the years. Now, the context of what happened to Antoine Cruz is even more troublesome for me. While we fight about police-community relations, quietly going daily is this travesty of the fire division. 12% African American, and after the next 2 years after retirements will be single digits of African Americans in a city 55% African American. 0 assistant chiefs, 3 out of 25 battalion chiefs, 1 out of 74 captains, 14 out of 147 lieutenants, and Hispanic numbers are worse, only 4 women. And they soon will retire because they came on board in the late 80s. I don't know why this has gone on and being accepted. I take part of the blame because I have not stood on this floor and talked about it previously. But I know that during the tenure of Director McGrath and Director Flask, and while Rome is burning, we've been looking at other places, some of them more some legitimate. I talked to Vanguards today and I said, you know what, I'm going to start the discussion with African American lawyers. It's time to sue the city again. Because it takes going to federal court to deal with the police problem. So I guess we need to go back to court to deal with the fire department problem. Because no more than 4 out of 40 African Americans are in this class. And yet Mr. McGrath believes it's sufficient. I got his letter here to Mr. Cruz that says that we checked you out and you're not going to get accepted.
That's not good.
I don't know what it will take except to sue us. It is unacceptable with the fire division of Cleveland to have this racial disparity. The infrastructure on how we select firefighters is it has a racial impact, it is has racial disparity. I'm not going to say it's racist, but the impact of how we go about the process has a racial disparity impact. And so this is just a start for me. I'm just being transparent. Don't be surprised when the lawsuit comes again and that I'm part of it. Antoine Cruz will not happen again without it out in the open. And Mr. McGrath's words and his legacy and Mr. Flask's legacy will be this ridiculous numbers of African Americans not being hired. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.